Oh, hi there. Well, I've seen this brain damage meme on Facebook a couple of times and I'd like to tackle it. It says people are going hungry because capitalism says that it's better to throw away subpar food than for it to be given for free or sold cheaply. So, what does capitalism says actually mean? It's a kind of reification fallacy. I mean, capitalism is a system or it's a concept or something abstract. So it can't say anything. People say things. Let's just have a little look at history. You see, back in 1790, at least in the USA, like 90% of the population were farming or involved in farming. And it was hard work, it was dirty work, it was dangerous work. And men, women and children were engaged in farming. So it was a huge labour undertaking for society just a few centuries ago. But today, only about 1% of the population are actually involved directly in agriculture. Now, this huge change in the daily lives of ordinary people was brought about primarily because of the agricultural revolution. Now, the agricultural revolution pretty much was capitalism in action. It was the application of capital to improving efficiencies through the use of new technologies. So money was invested into agricultural machinery, and consequently most people escaped a lifetime of hard labour. Also, life expectancies have gone up and food is abundant now. So yes, there is enough, and that's something that the meme gets correct. Well, supermarkets do actually try to sell things at reduced price. If you go around the produce section, you'll usually see something labelled up and offered at a bit cheap before they have to get rid of it. And yes, a lot of food does get wasted, and that's because we're now wealthy enough on average to choose to buy food that's fresh, more nutritious and less likely to contain pathogens. And it's also worth pointing out that these intelligent consumer choices that we make for fresher produce are not because capitalism says so. They're just intelligent choices, and capitalism and the abundance it's produced has given us this opportunity to make those choices. The risk of financial loss for food vendors is also substantial, as litigation claims for food poisoning and so forth can run into thousands. One of the more bizarre practices of governments is the wholesale destruction of huge quantities of food, or purchasing of huge quantities of food, which then just later get discarded. And this is done in order to manipulate the price of produce and increase it for the benefit of the farming community. Of course, this has absolutely nothing to do with capitalism. Anyway, thanks for listening, and please do like and share.